What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Wild Card. My name is Nyash, and I'm joined by...
Venant.
Brayo.
Yes, by Tobs, Big Tobs.
Yes, representing Manchester City. And of course, this episode is brought to you by DSTV. Don't forget, you can always feel at home with DSTV. Mazeni me feel at home all throughout this season. Because all the games I'm having to watch them comfortably, anywhere, on my phone, laptop. Nico on the go, Nico in the house, courtesy of DSTV. Don't forget, dial *423# to get and stay connected with DSTV. And compact package goes for only 3,300 shillings. That's a heck of a deal. There's so much to catch on. There's the FA Cup final coming up between the Manchester sides. There's also the Champions League side coming on, clash between Man City and Forza Nerazzurri coming up. So we shall be catching all that. And then some on DSTV compact package. All right, gentlemen.
Yes.
Match day 38 happened. The Premier League is a wrap, done and dusted. A lot of action happened, especially at the bottom of the table. But before we go on, we had some goodies up for grabs.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. In the Premier League game,
Yes.
DSTV last week gave us the chance to ask you guys football knowledge, bana. The score line between Aston Villa versus Brighton. And a big shout out to Ian Bugua, who has won himself the grand cash prize.
Yeah.
He got the correct score. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 1. So Ian Bugua, Sky Tens, utakuwa sorted thanks to DSTV. Na utafeel home by.
Indeed. And that was Aston Villa winning to get themselves to Conference League, man.
Ahead of Spurs.
Yeah.
I mean, comparing how they were when Unai Emery came in and how they finished, what some progress that has been, Venant.
Yes, and Pierre, you have to look at the players themselves. They feel rejuvenated. They were a bit motivated under Unai compared to the previous managers. You know, you remember Watkins with that goal-scoring form that he was, and why I was recommending guys to get him in FPL. So I feel it's their time now to show us who they really are.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity for Aston Villa.
It's looking fantastic for Unai Emery. Big contrast comparing to how they were with Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
I mean, Gerrard, we all know he was trying to be like Arteta, but it didn't work out. On the last day, we saw two teams finally joining Southampton, because the Saints walisema mapema ndio best. Waondoke ishi cha Premier League mapema tu wende marching on into the Championship. Leeds and Leicester finally joining in. Leicester getting relegated after winning the Champions League less than a decade ago. How crazy is that, right?
The Premier League.
I mean, winning the Premier League
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Me bado niko na an axe to grind. Venant and Nyash, I believe I am owed a lot of rewards, prize money as well.
For what exactly?
For getting 2 out of the 3 relegation candidates correctly. I had said Leicester, West Ham and Soton. But saa West Ham waliponea.
Yes.
Leeds ndo wame replace. But with Leicester, me, I'm happy. I'm happy they're going down.
Happy?
Why?
Because that's fishing ground for other clubs.
Or to go get
Madisson, Harvey Barnes,
Yeah.
Patson Daka, Tielemans, Iheanacho.
Yeah.
Huko tunaenda kufish. Msee anaweza baki tu ni Woodfez. We are back.
We are back here. But we have seen United getting some talent from Leicester City. Ataka their shitty talent. Manchester still goes and get them and for some crazy figures. So, I mean, if they feel like they want to get Wout Fires, they should go for him.
Bro,
Huh?
Manchester United, man. But on the relegation thing,
Yeah.
I'm so pissed off Leicester went down. Nilikuwa so heartbroken. In fact, Sunday nilikuwa hivi kiasi nitoe machozi. I was actually rooting for Everton to go down.
Oh, yeah?
For no other reason, they're just being a hater. I think Everton like Southampton have been surviving on the precipice of going down.
Yeah.
Now wamekuwa kiponea, but this time I thought wangeshikwa, and I was really praying they go down, but
It did
it's
happen.
really sad for Leicester because I think Leicester is a big club, must say.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know how they'll manage to stay there with all these big talent on big wages. And now they're in the Championship where there's no much money. It's going to be a bit crazy for them.
Guys will leave.
Yeah? Guys will
leave. And then also, look at the past 3 seasons for Leicester. Wametoka top 4 literally on the last day. On 2 seasons.
Yeah,
that's
and then
true.
granted they won the FA Cup, beating Chelsea. But this season they had time to spend. They had time to, strategize as the other teams were buying. Then they were just chilling,
Rodgers, by the way, wasn't backed. Yeah,
He
Rodgers
wasn't. It's just crazy how
But if
Leicester
you look at it,
transpired.
Maze, they even their signings, they signed poorly. Can't vote
Wout
Fires.
Fires.
Then you let Kasper Schmeichel go.
Yeah.
Kasper Schmeichel in the league, I think, back then he was like maybe top 10. top 10
Goalkeepers.
maybe
And
even
also
top 5.
Top
Even
5
top five,
goalkeepers,
yeah.
you'd say.
Let him go. You bring some guy called Danny Ward, 31 years
And
old.
Everson.
He's never played for Leicester. Maze Danny Ward.
Yeah.
Hata mimi saa hii ukiniingiza kwa hiyo pitch nafunga.
You'll do better.
I'll say he was poor.
Ako chini hiyo
He
design.
was terrible.
Go down.
Oh my God.
And then Leeds United, of course, now the last team. It's just crazy. Big Sam came in, talking big, but he can't walk the talk, Venant.
Nah, it was too late, man. You have 4 games versus Man City versus what's it called? Spurs, you know. Like easy games ilikuwa ngumu. And then also I always believe, you know, like the way Palace did with sacking Patrick Vieira, replacing him
Bringing
with
Hodgson.
Roy, early in time for him to gel well with the team.
Yeah.
And you see now Crystal Palace are in a good place. So I feel with Leeds, it was a bit too late by the time they were doing the sacking.
Yeah. I mean, Big Sam Ishitiaya could save teams from getting relegated. I think it's a wrap now.
That's true, man. It's 2023, not 2003, bro. Like haram football isha.
Yeah.
It rarely wins you anything. But me, yo, Leeds niko disappointed, man.
I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Leeds manze tumezoea kuwapea bana. Kama United tumezoea kuwapea. Sa our annual 4-5 goal thriller bana imeenda tu hivyo. I
Kujenga
don't
goal
like it.
difference.
Yeah, bana.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Then, of course, all these other games that are happening had no repercussions. Arsenal winning 5-0. Useless game.
You just have to bring Arsenal.
Yeah, we have to bring.
No, it's just one of those useless
Come
games.
on.
Arsenal fans. Now
We already have the best kit of the season.
Yeah, for next season.
Yeah, for next season.
Very
We
Bro,
already
do you
have
see,
it.
do you see the kind of things Arsenal fans are celebrating about? The best kit of the season.
What-
Kuna-
how
kuna-
can
kuna-
you
kuna
already
big-
have
kuna
it?
big teams. But then kama timu yako imefunga season tayari una support timu iko chini.
If your team has no games left.
Look,
You are supporting a poor team.
we know some teams are just there to get beat.
Let me say.
Manchester United are there to get beat in the
What's
final.
a-
But that's a
but-
story for another day.
Wacha niwaulize. Why did you guys plate those skits gold?
See,
Why is there a goal? Mlikuwa mme-expect kushinda?
no, that's a sign that you're gonna win the league.
You're backing goals next season.
Your goal.
Venant,
It's only the
Venant,
cap-
you are of
best.
sound
Ah.
mind. You are of sound mind, I believe.
What?
Usiniambie umesema that is the reason you played that
Hiyo ni
goal.
hiyo tunaonyesha tu mapema.
Hey!
Ni
What's the
champions
word I
tunaonyesha
love-
tu
what's the word I
mapema.
love
Yeah.
using?
Tunaonyesha tu
What's the word I
mapema.
love using?
Kopia.
It's not copying, bro. It's not
Hapana.
copying.
Hiyo
Doctor,
ni
give me
chuki.
something. Doctor,
Yeah,
give me
yeah.
something for the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another useless game was Manchester United versus Fulham.
Hiyo nayo ilikuwa sure bet. Venant,
Yeah.
I believe you owe me something.
Nothing.
By the way, to our fans, kwa hii show,
Yeah.
tumekuwa na 2 bets zenye nimepiga Venant.
Ehe.
Na hajaziona. He's never owned up to
Gani na
them.
gani?
Kuna ile ya sneakers yenye nilisemanga Rashford, ile ya the 5 game goal drought ya Nketiah. Venant hakuwa inilipa.
Alikuwa kupe sneakers.
Alikuwa ni bei sneakers mpya.
Damn.
Hakunilipa.
Ehe.
And then this one for the final 3 games for Man United. I said we're getting 9 out of 9 points.
No, clean sheets.
Alikataa.
We
Haikuwa
agreed
clean
on
sheets.
clean sheets,
The good
bro.
thing is the show is always recorded.
Yeah.
It's always on YouTube.
Yes.
So we'll be there no matter
Please,
what.
run back those tips. Run back those tips.
Against Fulham, I think the only talking point was I'm happy Weghorst is leaving. We all saw the sitter he
I'm
missed.
sad, bana.
We all saw the sitter he missed against Fulham.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
hiyo
by
number
the way.
27 aende nayo. Yeye na kina Teles na kina Junani waende sahi.
Yeah.
Even Martial, there's news that he's been injured so he might not feature for the Saturday FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Huyo pia aende sahi. Hiyo number 9 tushaekea Hurricane pale. Yani iko imprinted into Hurricanes ni yake. Ni yake. So we are ready for it.
These guys are dreaming.
Crazy stuff.
These
Then,
guys
of
are
course-
dreaming properly. Man.
Yeah. Brentford did a double. The only team to do a double on the champions.
On City. Yeah.
You see, let me tell you, I have not an excuse. I have a reason, an explanation for the 2 Brentford games. They have come at a time when the first one came just before guys go to the World Cup. So guys were a little
Hiyo
bit-
ilikuwa likiko.
guys are not sure if they want to get in and get injured before the World Cup. Then this game comes
Anajua
in,
jinga,
then
man.
this game comes in just before the FA Cup final and just before the UCL. So
Yeah.
guys don't want to go rushing into tackle. So we just let them have it.
Nonsense.
Umesema hii weekend mtarest De Bruyne na Haaland.
No, they're playing.
Oh, sawa.
Also, we got a chance to see your next generation citizens.
Share Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ilikuwa poa.
Yeah, good games. Is there any other game? Oh, Hurricane against which team was this?
Spurs
Against
versus
Leeds
Leeds.
United.
Yeah.
Him bagging 30 goals and not even close to the golden boot. Just how crazy is that? I mean, someone was saying, Ven, tell me if you agree, him bagging 30 is better than Haaland bagging 36 for Man City.
Because of the
True,
teams they play.
considering one, look at how even those Spurs were falling.
Yeah.
Kane was still
Back in
consistent.
goals.
Yeah.
Was still
Yeah.
consistent.
Yes.
And I respect that. On the other hand, when you look at Man City, you have Haaland, KDB, Mahrez, Gundogan,
Foden. Yeah, all them, man.
Grealish.
Yeah.
You have even wherever Lumesema, you can play for Leicester as a goalkeeper. I'm sure if they put you there as the number 9, they're bagging in a couple of goals.
Utafunga. Maybe not 36, but a lot of goals.
Yeah.
37.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
Hurricane at Spurs, they're out of Europe, they're not going to be playing anywhere. So most likely he'll be leaving. And Hurricane, if he's watching this, or anyone who knows Hurricane, I think Madrid might be losing Benzema. Just go to third. Just go to Real Madrid. Or even Bayern Munich.
No, or actually join your dream team, the one which we saw you wearing their kit when
Yes,
you are
from
a
day
kid.
one.
Mlimruka.
Yes.
From day
Mlimfukuza
one.
training ground akiwa 8 years
No,
old.
no, 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 no.
You see what Arsenal fans have been reduced to?
What?
They're begging for Hurricane.
We're
Yo.
not begging.
Tottenham player. In fact, Tottenham's greatest ever player. They're saying, guys, please. Come.
Yo.
We did not say please.
We did not say please.
It's just common sense.
Yes.
We've already
I mean,
seen you with an
Hurricane,
Arsenal
man.
kit. It's only fair you actually wear one
Yeah.
Look,
as a grown-up.
I think
Yeah.
Hurricane.
Just like the way with Haaland, as a kid, Man City, now he's actually playing for Man City.
Yeah.
So the same can be for Hurricane, and you can't say anything
only
about
fair.
Haaland right now.
Hurricane, I think Hurricane should go to Real.
Yeah,
Given the fact that Benzema might be leaving, be a good fit at Real.
absolutely.
I'm a
United.
Bayern.
I'm a Bayern.
And the PSGs. It's time to wrap up with the Premier League.
Maze,
man. This
with
is
a
one
title,
thing, he'll
man.
never win. Man.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Just go to another.
No, he
league.
needs
I
that
agree.
top scorer
I agree.
first
Yeah.
before he
Oh,
signs
and
on.
only Man
Overshare.
United can give him that
Shut
chance.
up.
You guys got Vegas and we made the worst out of him.
Me, I won't even fight back on that one, bro. Vegas has to leave, bro.
Immediately.
Me, I'm willing to. My granddad can score more goals than Vegas.
Ah,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
that
yeah,
deep. It's that deep.
Yeah, all right.
Sielewi Man United. The club with the level, with the commercial attachments to the world that Man United has.
Na
that
bado
we
mnachukua
even
Weghorst.
thought of signing someone like Weghorst. I mean, tulikuwa in the gutters tukisign nani? What's his name? Nigerian Mandem.
Igalo.
We even went deeper into this, bro. Weghorst, Weghorst. The guy had one good game against Argentina in the World Cup, and all of a sudden he's Man United quality.
Yeah,
Come
I want to personally thank Ten Hag
Yes.
and his core for
Entertaining
getting
us.
Wout Weghorst for us
Yeah.
to be entertained. I absolutely love the player, just like how United got Maguire for us to be entertained. Thank you again, always making us happy. Now the awards. Yeah, this man has won the Young Player of the Season and the Premier League Player of the Season. Do you think the Young Player should have gone to someone else?
No,
Hell no.
It should have been.
Actually,
Haaland.
player of the season is but Young Player. I mean, recognize other talents. Like
There's no
Bukayo
way.
Saka.
Look, there's no way you can be. Assume you have two streams of classes. There's no way you can be number 2 in your stream and be number 1 overall. It doesn't make sense.
No,
Big facts.
overall it's him.
No,
That's why he got
hiyo
player of
ni
the
kweli,
season.
hiyo ni ukweli,
So there's
yeah.
no way you come telling me that Saka was a better young player
Than Haaland.
while Haaland is the player of the season
Yeah.
Story
overall.
ya Saka imetokea wapi?
No,
No,
he
but
wants to
it's
push
facts.
the
He was
Saka
the only
agenda.
guy who
Yeah,
can win it.
He wants to start the Saka
Saka apewe kitu bana. Saka apewe
Ask
kitu.
him who he wanted to give the award.
Yeah, so player of the season sina shida na
And
Haaland,
the
but
young player.
how do you appreciate Saka's efforts? Because he has been really good.
Appreciate.
Saka has
Yes.
ghosted for the last 3 months.
Are we really
Has what?
trying to
Has
promote
ghosted for the last
mediocrity?
3 months.
But how many goals does he have?
Man is nowhere to be seen.
And assists.
In fact, I think if we're looking at Arsenal's best players, Odegaard, Martinelli, then the guy now.
Yo,
Saka tangu
hapana.
apatane na Kardashians anacheza ball.
Okay,
That's
that,
fine.
I agree with that. Hiyo ni kweli. I agree with
Kardashian
that.
effect.
Me
I
and my
agree with
mates
that.
are under siege.
Yeah, they are the siege. I
Yeah,
recall
my
that
mates
video.
So
That's
Haaland amejoin an elite level of players.
Yeah.
Only Ronaldo and Gareth Bale have done that before.
But it's
Yeah.
not PFA.
Sweeping
It's not
the
PFA.
either he'll still win the PFA.
He's still in the PFA.
Yeah, he's that
without a
good.
doubt.
Okay.
All right. So this one is a bit contentious. Nobody is really in agreement entirely on who should be the manager of the season.
Oh, me. Can I go first, bro?
Yeah.
And there's big facts.
Shoot.
It's Pep. And I know this is coming from a rival, but bro, it's Pep.
Why?
Treble. First of all, treble.
Okay, he hasn't won it
Second
yet.
of all, I mean treble, yani three-peat, sorry, not treble,
Oh,
three-peat.
okay.
Three-peat of Premier Leagues, hat-trick of Premier League titles.
Okay.
Second of all, bro, this guy literally came to the Premier League, dominated it, gave us his student to try and challenge him, and the student still couldn't do that job.
Yeah.
That's how good he is. He even gave his student some of his former players to
challenge him.
Students couldn't do that.
No, the
job.
student challenged him. You said he gave his student to challenge him. The student did challenge him.
Yes.
Maybe unsuccessfully, but the student did challenge. Go
Yes,
on.
did give
And
him a
then
good
at
goal.
the end of the day, this Man City team have been banging goals. Like there's no coach better than Pep in the Premier League, man.
In
There's
the
no
world.
There's no coach better than
The universe.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
He can't
About
disagree.
about the coach of the season. I think manager of the season, we should be looking at Pep in a vacuum. I don't want to include Pep into this conversation because
the other
it's
90.
going to be an easy discussion.
Yeah.
So for me, I was saying Arteta for the better part of the season, but the collapse of Arsenal Football Club towards the end, man, it just got me thinking, and I realized, man, if you look at it in totality, Eddie Howe has coached a better season with Newcastle,
Yeah.
given what he's done with not such a great team,
That's true.
and bringing them all the way to fourth Champions League football for the first time in decades.
Yeah. Do you agree, Eddie Howe?
De Zerbi for me,
Yeah.
Brighton. You look at a manager who came into the Premier League mid-season, found a team that isn't his and made the best out of it. And for the first time in I don't know how long, Brighton are in Europa League next
yeah,
season.
for the first time.
And
Yeah.
other than the results, even the performance for Brighton has improved in a situation where they sold half of their team and also the behind the scenes, like the people who work behind the scenes, and they still were successful. I have to respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would go with Eddie Howe. I think just the way he's managed to get Newcastle from the doldrums of relegation last season, finishing 11th, then getting them to Champions League this time around and not having spent some crazy amounts of money. I think the biggest signing he has is just Isak. For
Isak.
60. He bought Sven Botman, who no one is talking about, but has been super solid.
At the back,
Newcastle
yeah.
have conceded the least amount of goals alongside Man City. I just think for me, getting them to Champions League is really good. And I
And
feel
a cup
like
final.
in a cup final. And now every time you go to the market and you're throwing a Champions League card and you're alongside Newcastle, they're also throwing it. If you're throwing a money card, they also have the money. So it's good to have Newcastle back, and I think they're back in the Champions League after 20 years.
Since 03 or
Yeah,
04,
since
yeah.
2003, I think. So 20 years. So I think I would go with Eddie Howe. This one is the one I love most. The flop of the season.
Ah, come on, dog.
As a player, I mean, I know for Lampard, maybe you can throw him there as a manager. It's been terrible.
Umesema Lampard ni candidate number one.
It's straight. Hands down. But who do you say is your flop of the season?
Flop of the season. I have two contenders.
Yeah.
One, you've already mentioned him, and Brian really wants him to get out of here very fast.
Yeah.
Number two is Chelsea as a club.
As a
Oh.
club.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any for a player besides, Lampard is not even a player. Who do you have as a player?
I said Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
Yeah, for Man United, yeah. Yeah, for me, his performance was just underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look at that chance versus Fulham. It has been repeated several
Jamaa,
times
but-
before.
Yeah.
We look at somebody who was bought in to fill a patch,
Yeah.
but instead he's made the problem even worse.
Yeah.
To the point where now the manager would rather play Rashford as a striker before
Than
him.
him.
Yeah.
An injured Martial could before him.
But
so-
I feel like when you say flop, it's someone who you bought with some expectations. Like maybe because of the price tag to start with. Maybe he was bought in a very heavy price tag, so you're expecting he has to turn over and create goals or score goals. Or just someone who's a big player or of some sort and,
I look at the opportunity
Yeah.
versus what you did.
Yeah.
Look at Chelsea. Opportunity. Spending a lot of money.
600 M's.
Yeah, you're in
Yeah.
Champions League by there this past season.
Yeah.
You have premium players, actually one of the best players in the Premier League. And then you look at where they are right now at the end of the season versus how they've been playing. 3 managers in and Chelsea is still down. So for me, it doesn't get any worse than Chelsea.
damn, I can't argue with that. Who would you say is your worst signing or flop of the season?
Bro, it's Richarlison easily, and there's no debate. There's no way he can be bought for 60 million.
Yeah.
And they only score 1 goal in April.
Yeah. And it's not like he was bought in January or
The
something.
season has been going on for 8 months.
Yeah.
Man woke up in April.
Yeah.
to score. So for me, he's a flop.
Hands
of the
down.
season, easily.
I think I'm a bit more of cards than the goals he scored because of taking his shot off and everything else.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
more
crazy.
cards than goals. Leicester City.
Leicester City?
Phase or whatever his name.
Five.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flop. Like even his name sounds just floppy.
Yeah, he ako ni personal. He ako ni personal.
Wako na business at about.
Niko na beef na wase wanaitwa Vox.
Akirari.
Umse, literally, he cannot defend to save his life.
Yeah.
He did not do anything to help the Leicester cause in their fight for survival.
Yeah.
So for me, Woodface is definitely the flop of the season.
Indeed. Wildfires, I would give him in there. I would also put in Richarlison straight because I think he has just been terrible. And of course, Chelsea as a club, they've just been terrible. And their manager, former manager, because Pochettino is now the manager, Frank Lampard. He's just been terrible. I don't know where he has been worse. Is it at Everton or at Chelsea?
In all the clubs
He has been terrible. He has been
in
terrible.
Everton and both times he's been at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because with Lampard, the main problem that I hear guys complain about him is he doesn't improve the club.
Yeah, it's just terrible for him, man. I would not be surprised though if he gets a job. Just don't hire the guy. Acha tu akae huko nje mazee. Anyhow, Brian, there was some prizes up for grabs.
Oh, yes.
the La Liga.
Last week, DSTV, thanks to the family package, which only costs 1750 Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
Buddha, dial star 423 hash, you just stay and get connected to the DSTV. Unaweza watch games za La Liga na Serie A. They're coming up to an end this weekend on the phone, on your laptop, or even on screen at home. But hata ukiwa on the road with your boys, utajienjoy mbaya sana. Anyway, so thanks to DSTV, they gave us the chance to give you some awards in the form of cash prizes. And the question was, in the game for Atletico Madrid versus Real Sociedad, which player will score the first goal of the game? And a big shout out goes to Max Sospita, who won the question, got the correct answer by saying Antoine Griezmann, World Cup winner pale, scored the first goal of the game. So Max Sospita, Uskai Tense, utakuwa sorted bana. You'll be feeling at home thanks to DSTV.
Indeed. And don't forget, by the way, in the La Liga, you can check out I think they have one match day to go.
Yes.
And Madrid wakikaa vibaya, Real Madrid wakikaa vibaya wanaweza pita na Atletico Madrid.
Wamalize number 3.
Wamalize number 3 because wameachana 2 points. And of course, I think also the top 4 in Serie A is also very tight.
Yeah.
It's not yet done and dusted. Okay, the 4 teams are known, but you don't know who's going to finish above the other. So it's a bit interesting to watch over there. All right, so Fantasy Premier League. The season is over. So who was our top manager?
Our top manager is Ian Wafula. This guy has been number 1 since not December, but September.
Yeah.
He's been consistent. And when you look at his profile right now, he's top 5 in Kenya. Actually, I think he's number 3. And when you look at overall FPL managers worldwide, he's number 1,000 and something. He's just there above the 1,000 mark. Yeah, so
Dope
for
stuff.
him, mad respect.
Of course, the winner will be contacted. Ian Wafula will be contacted and get to know how we can walk away with these prizes because there's some good prize for you out there. How many points did you get?
Did I get?
Yeah, in total.
2,435.
Damn. Close. He must be second now.
Kwani ni lazima tuseme. Unajua ni wale wase wako na niko na 390 na bado sijaekewa max sasa.
Let us just prioritize our mental
Bro.
health.
At one point, we had the same points.
Yeah,
I think
you
the
did.
same points in a game week and also the same points in FPL.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I got 81 points in total, but I blame Pep for not starting Haaland in these dying games of the season.
Yeah.
That's
How
my
many-
excuse.
How many points did you bag?
You see, this is to tell guys at home.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to plead the fifth and prioritize your mental health.
Come on.
Prioritize your mental health. The FPL mazeni.
Yeah.
Kuna Byron anasema FPL ni idlers. But no, guys, play FPL. Play FPL is a good thing. I just don't say my points on a public
Must be
platform.
below 2,000 this one. Must be
Who
below
at
2,000.
below 1,500. Wait, are you one of those managers who all of a sudden you don't know FPL password?
No, not really. It's just the consistency of changing the team. Kwa sema mazee kuna siku umeenda mahali uko na maboys mnapiga sherehe mnakuwa nyama alafu mnakumbuka
Yeah.
timu yangu bado iko na Ronaldo.
Deadline.
Na Ronaldo aliuzwa.
I would not be surprised by that.
or sometimes you come back to your team 2 weeks later and then you find like half of your team ni red. Yeah.
It's just consistent.
All right. Personally, I bagged 2,212. So I feel like kwa hii genge, I'm like third. Because Byron is first, then him.
You as a Arsenal fan
Wait,
can never
Byron
win
is first
nothing.
now.
Yeah?
Umzama tulimpita.
I got 24-43.
Sasa
Yeah.
si tuko hapo tu tuko the same.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
it's
he's
just a
first, you
difference of-
second, and I third.
Arsenal
That's
fans
the
can't
only
win
thing Arsenal
anything.
fans have won.
Yeah.
Poleni.
Yeah. All right. This weekend we have the FA Cup final
Yeah.
going on. I think we should talk about the Europa League just before you finish up.
Tonight.
Yeah, it's happening tonight.
Yes,
Mourinho on the verge of winning the Europa League again.
Yes.
Bro.
With the AS Roma. And of course, by then he got to Europa League courtesy of winning the Conference League.
Yes.
So imagine him now winning the Europa League to go to the Champions League.
He'll be the
That
first
would be
manager to win
crazy.
all three.
Wacha nikupe
That would
hiyo
be crazy.
script.
Yes.
The script is already written. Mourinho, 5 out of 5 in finals. Sevilla have reached the Europa League final 6 out of 6 times.
Yes, and
they've won it 6.
Yes.
All the 6 times wamezishinda.
Yes.
But today it's different. Mourinho is bagging the Europa League,
Yes.
which will qualify him and his Roma team for next season's Champions League. Now
Yes.
guess what? Watakuwa pot 1, where they will meet Arsenal in the group stages
wait,
and come to the Emirates.
Yeah.
So that Tammy Abraham can buy.
And if Real finish third,
And
they
if
might
Real
fall in
finish
pot
third.
3.
Don't forget, this is a Manchester United fan who is also Mkopoto ama 3.
Sisi.
Kopoto ama 3.
Pot same na nyinyi.
Because
We
the same
finished
pot.
third, I think. Yeah, so we'll be in
Okay,
the same pot. as
So you can
guys,
still
yeah.
meet them. You can still meet Madrid. It's crazy. So you think Mourinho is bugging it?
Tonight is called an unmovable, no? What?
Immovable object
Meeting an unstoppable force.
Unstoppable
Yes.
force. Yeah.
Kizungu. But I wanted to say here, without fear of contradiction whatsoever, Sevilla to win
Europa League royalty.
tonight.
Do you agree, Venant?
Hapana, me I'm with Mourinho.
Yeah.
This season, when it comes to Serie A, I said I'm supporting AS Roma.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm looking past that.
Yeah. All right. I think Europa League royalty will come out on top. So I fancy Sevilla for this one.
Wacha ni change. Umso swara kila kitu. Wacha ni change. Amjaribu.
All right. Now, for the FA Cup final, I'll be supporting Man City. Do you want to change? Do you want to change?
We are doomed.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can catch the FA Cup final on Saturday 5 p.m. on channel 225 of DSTV. Don't forget. Compact package, 3,300 shillings. If you want to get it, *423#, get it and stay connected and feel at home. Si lazima uende kila mahali. You can just watch it, like we said, the comfort of your house, on your phone, on your laptop, wherever you like, and catch Manchester City bugging the FA Cup final.
Brian.
Are you winning or not?
On Saturday,
Yes, now that I'm supporting you.
it's going to be a bit difficult because these guys are used to haram football.
What do you mean
park
haram
the-
football?
Just park the bus and counter.
Yeah.
So it's a bit difficult. But this is what I'll say. If we score the first goal within the first 25 minutes, we don't get to a dogfight with a poor team like this one.
Yes.
We might win.
Poor.
We don't want to hear might. When you come Man City, unaambia tu might win.
Sawa.
Are you winning or not?
Manchester City tunashinda. Manu nimewawon.
Jamaa lakini I sound so confident.
Nimewawon
I sound
tayari
so
tunashinda.
confident.
Brian.
I think we'll win it at extra time.
Extra
I
time.
think it's either 0-0, the 90 or 1-1 90, then extra time. Rashford afanye mambo yake.
Rashford.
It will
Yeah.
be one long ball from Bruno Fernandes. You know, better than Odegaard.
Hey. Watch it.
Atekea Rashford hiyo long ball pause. Alafu
Yes.
Rashford Mr. Clinical. Umejua Ederson 1-on-1 aezangi hiyo job.
We'll put for you Otega Moreno.
Niko na
Otega.
swali.
Yeah.
If Vegas scores the winning goal,
Yes.
are his sins forgiven?
Sins for what? Bro, talker, get out of my club. What do you mean?
Even if he wins you the FA
If
Cup.
he scores the winning goal, do you forgive him of all his sins?
Weghorst can score the winning goal, can be signed by Inter because the transfer window will be open before the final of the Champions League, can even score the winning goal for Inter. I don't care. Umse bora asiai step. He should never be in the red of Manchester ever again, bro. Ever again. He can even bag a hat-trick on Saturday, but me personally will take him back to sijui Besiktas ama Burnley. whichever club it is.
Burnley.
I will do that. Yeah.
Tampeleka Ocha.
Healing ball.
All right, man. Venant, who are you supporting for the final?
Man United.
Man United?
Yeah.
Hey, uko na timu yako, hamna game, ka home.
No, see, I'm supposed to choose one team.
One of the two, at least.
And I think for this one now, because Kelele na nini, I'll just be watching it at home.
Yeah.
I'll just be streaming it on DSTV.
All right.
So just looking forward to a peaceful time at home. But
Good.
I humbly support you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
And as you
Okey-dokey.
are watching the game on the over the weekend, thanks to DSTV Compact, remember that they're giving you a chance to walk away with cash prizes again this week. Buddha. There's only one question to answer for you football fans out there. Which team will receive the first booking? Either yellow card or red card. Will it be Man United? Will it be Man City? Which team will receive the first booking? Answer that on the comment section on our YouTube channel and you could stand the chance of winning some cash prizes.
Okie dokie. The second question, the final questions, because we have to get like 2 winners. Just give us the final score of this match. Correct score. What do you think would be the correct score? If you get it correctly, of course, you stand a chance to win some prizes. Courtesy of DSTV. All right, gentlemen, anything else to add on top as we wind up?
No. I'm good.
Yeah?
Going
You
for a
good?
second trophy. I'm good.
All right. Venant?
If you guys fumble, then I'll be the one to say Man City will have more trophies than Man United.
And you're proud of that as an Arsenal
No,
fan.
say at least you'll have something to say.
Yeah. Because he's supporting Man City for the cup and he's a Manchester fan. You? Anything?
All I have to say is Nimewa won. Nimewa won. We'll come back to this. Nimewa won.
All right, for the millions of Arsenal fans watching, thank you so much for being as vibrant as you can be this season. We are just getting warmed up for the next season.
You are
What a
one
team.
team.
It's a wrap. Catch you on the next one.